Okay, let's write a little program with what we know. Let's just clear this out and we'll start fresh. And we can establish a variable with a prompt. In other words, whatever the user keys in is what the container will hold. And so let's ask the user for their name. Let's do it this way. First name. Notice I'm using camel case equals prompt, and in quotes write what is your first name. End it with a semicolon, and let's do a last name. And then again, what is your last name? End it with a semicolon. Let's create a variable called full name. Let's spell full right. Full name. And then let's create a variable for your birth year. And we'll prompt them for when were you born. Oops, got to put that in the quotes. Actually, we should be more specific. What year were you born? And then let's create a variable for current year. And the current year now is 2015. And now I'm going to show you something that's advanced, but when they key in the year they were born, for example, 1965, it is the character string 1965, and you cannot do math with a character string, so we have to change that. And so we're going to create a variable called birth year number, and that equals, and we're going to use a function, and in parentheses we're going to put birth year. Now, in a number of lessons you'll understand about functions, and so this is an advanced piece of information so you can write a meaningful program. Okay, we have all of our variables established now, and so now let's manipulate them. And I'm going to do one more thing that I think is a good standard for coding, and that's rather than use the alert for a lot of string manipulation, unless we're testing. If I were writing a real program, I would actually build the alert message and then display to the user the alert message. Here's what I mean. I'm going to create a variable called alert message, and that is going to be what will be in all of my alerts. So the first thing I want to do is calculate how old the person is. So I need to create a variable age, and I could do this. Age is birth. Well, actually, it should be age is current year. And I called it current, but if I didn't want to take the time to do it, I would change that to current year. Current year minus birth year number. Let's just test this and see. Now, since I'm testing, I'm going to use alert, and I'm going to say age. It's going to come up and say, what's your first name? David Peterson. And what year were you born? 1957. And there is my age. Now, also, I want to get my full name, so I've already established that full name, so I'm going to write full name equals first name plus, now if I do last name, what's going to happen? They're going to be crushed together, so I actually need a space in between. And so in here I need a space. Let's test this. And so let's do alert full name. And my name is David Peterson. And my birth date, or the year I was born, and there is my name. So we have the age and the name, and let's create an alert message equals, let's say, hello and actually that should be camel case. And not lowercase hello plus a comma, you are and there you have it. My alert should be hello, David Peterson, already formatted with a space, and then you are, and my age, years old, and so we display alert message. So let's run our program, and it's David Peterson, 1957, and hello David Peterson, comma, you are 58 years old. There is our first program beyond Hello World. Now let's look down here at what the messages we got from J.S. Lynn. In line 22, it says full name was used before it was defined, and that is because, remember, I didn't use camel case, and so sometimes things work when they're not done properly. JavaScript allowed me to do that, though some browsers may not, and so that's important. And so then alert message was used before it was defined, and there I misspelled alert message. So there are two errors that my program allowed to work. Very simple program, but imagine if this had been many, many lines. And that's one reason we test things as we go along, too. And so when I save this, you can see now there are no errors. And I will go through this again. In 1957. And there we go.